For insurance brokers and asset management companies, foreign entities can own up to more than 50% or a majority stake in those companies. For banks, as a single entity, you can own up to 20%. As a joint entity, you can own up to 25%, which is a nice for change as well. So I would say that we are doing it already. I think we're going into the right direction, because of the opening of the financial market is ultimately, one of the last territories that we have, keeping it to ourselves. I think for the past 20 years, we had a very successful WTO entry. With this entry, we basically transformed into a global powerhouse in terms of manufacturing, producing goods that servicing the rest of the world. So I would say that now with us ready to open the financial market, financial industry, it will introduce foreign capitals to come in firstly, increase level of competition, probably lower funding costs for Chinese companies, and in the end beneficiary to the Chinese economy as well.
China has moved faster than any of the developed economies has at this point, and I would say that China has actually rapidly become the leader in fintech. All of the themes that President Xi talked about, right? So again, openness and innovation, right? And so, and I think he recognizes that China is not a finished product, that continuing to open things up, continuing to become more connected, continuing to enable more of the rest of the world to come into China, and actually, which should help accelerate innovation, accelerate cooperation.
Openness is the new buzzword here in China and globally. So the Chinese financial system has been gradually opened up to foreign investors over the years. So the government recently announced that in the future, foreign companies can invest over 51% in Chinese banks, securities firms, and insurance companies. I think this is very positive for foreign banks and foreign financial institutions that are seeking to do business in China.